Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlotte Van Alebeek, and I am bringing you tonight's breaking news from Hamilton, Ontario. There has recently been discovered a new epidemic among children aged from 7 to 11 years old that could lead to negative health effects throughout their life. This new epidemic should be just as much of a nightmare for parents as childhood smoking, alcohol, or drug use. The most frightening part of all is parents could be contributing to this problem without even realizing it. Let's take a closer look at this new problem in today's society, that is childhood obesity. What is obesity? Obesity is when somebody accumulates so much body fat that it can lead to adverse health effects either immediately or throughout their life. The study Correlation of Body Mass Index in 7 to 11-year-old children in Zahedan, Iran examines how physical activity plays a role on the obesity levels and the BMI of children. What is BMI? BMI stands for Body Mass Index, and it is somebody's weight in kilograms divided by their height in meters squared. This helps to determine if somebody is underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese. If you are underweight, you will receive a score of 18.5 or below. If you're a normal weight, you will score between 18.5 and 24.9. If you're overweight, you will score between 25 and 29.9. And finally, if you're considered to be obese, you will score 30 or above. The study's researchers examined children's physical activity rates and their BMI scores at one given point in time. Because the scores were only examined at one point in time, this was considered to be a cross-sectional study. In 2012, data was collected from 14 different schools in Iran where they examined 548 students in total who were both male and female. The participants were asked to fill out an initial survey including their sex, their age, their height, and their weight, and this helped to determine their BMI. They were then asked to fill out a secondary survey where they indicated how active they have been over the past 7 days on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 being not active and 5 being very active. With this information, the researchers were able to determine how physical activity played a role on the BMI and obesity rates of the children. The results of the study were frightening, but they were not surprising. They found that as children's BMI rates were decreasing as they did more physical activity, and that it showed a negative correlation. In the study, 11.8% of the children were found to be overweight and 22.1% of the children were found to be obese, meaning that out of the 548 students in the study, 186 of them were either overweight or obese. Why is this a problem? Childhood obesity is a problem because the more children who are found to be overweight or obese are more likely to be overweight or obese adults. This can lead to diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and many more problems that could prematurely end their life. Because of the frightening results of the study, the researchers decided that there needs to be a greater focus on preventing childhood obesity. Because students aged from 7 to 11 years old aren't necessarily aware of the effects of having a high BMI level, this is where you come in, parents. Ensure your child is doing at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous intensity exercise per day, such as bike riding, and at least vigorous intensity 3 times per week, such as running and swimming, and also they should be doing strength training at least 3 times per week. For information regarding how to maintain a healthy nutrition, consult the Canadian Food Guide. Finally, your children are going to be more likely to lead a healthy lifestyle if you are leading one by example. Walk your kids to school or go recreational swimming or skating on the weekend. After all, a healthy life leads to a happy life. My name is Charlotte Van Alebeek, reporting from Hamilton, Ontario, and we will be back after a short commercial break with your local weather report. Thank you.